Hi everyone, if you want to render everything with Karma in Houdini 20, probably this video is for you.
From my cardiac, took my breath away like a heart attack, and I'ma spend every dime and my money back. Everybody wanna know. Ready, let me know. Let's go.
Hi everyone, this is Dyson. Welcome to my channel. Okay, let's begin. As you may know, I am Arnold guy. I love the idea behind it, the quality, the simplicity, not the speed, of course. That's disaster. But in another hand, Karma in Houdini 20. Yeah, it's something, believe me. So I began to use Karma because it's went cool, of course. It's out of beta, and it seems you guys liked Karma based on this community post I posted last week. You see, you voted for Karma, so I said to myself, let's do it. Before that, if you enjoy this kind of video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more content and help us to grow. Come on guys. And if you have any question or suggestion about this matter, leave me in the comment section. Let's do it. Okay, let's begin. As you can see, I prepared this series for you guys, and if you have any suggestion or if I'm missing something in here, let me know in the comment section. And yeah, in this video we're gonna do hair and feather. Okay, let's begin. So as you can see, we're gonna create this grid, and we have this awesome object called generation hair or hair gen. And we have these awesome lines, blue lines as a hair. We can tweak the density, of course. And we have this guide process object. This is an awesome one. And let's connect the skin to the skin. We don't have any for VDB or something, yeah. And we have this object for tweaking or modifying the hair, of course. And yeah, you see, we have that. I'm trying to create simple decent hair, and let's create a null and call it hair for example. And yeah, let's do another guide process, and maybe this one is frizz. I love that. So now let's do a loop network to jump in to the Solaris, of course. And now let's create SOP import. Let's import that null hair. And you see, we have something in here that's called hair. And it's not bad, but we're gonna make it better. And yeah, now I wanna combine the geometry, the grid, the earth, aka the earth, with the this hair null. And yeah, now we have our grid. So now let's have a physical sky. I want to apply some lighting in here. Okay, this is a decent lighting. And of course, let's pin that. And now let's modify the thickness in here. You see, we have a more thickness to the hair. Now let's create a material library. I want to assign a material to it. Of course, we have this Karma awesome material builder, but in first place, I didn't know we have this awesome Karma hair in here. So I create that, and I assign it to the shader. And in here, of course, I'm assigning this object to the material. You see, this is the hair shader in Material X by Karma in Houdini. It's not bad, but yeah, we're gonna do better. Now I wanna have this awesome object from the future lesson in RBD. And yeah, we have this one in here, this house. And now let's do some modification to the length and maybe the density. Now let's jump into Karma hair shader. We have this awesome parameter called melanin, I guess, And we have this base color. You see, I'm always tweaking this parameter to have a good look. Of course, we have this shift or shaft parameter to control this awesome specular. And maybe you see I am tweaking this physical light to have more interaction with the light and the hair. And yeah, you see, it's not bad. And of course, in here we have this variation, and the thickness, it's so important in hair. You see that? And this diffuse option, it will light up the hair. You see, you just pick the color and you see the magic. You see, it's not bad. And yep, this shadow is so hard. We're gonna tweak that by this angle in a physical sky karma. You see that we have a softer shadow in here, and with that, this is not bad, honestly. And this is in different situation, and yeah, good for you, karma. That's awesome, honestly. Yep. And we're talking about here in here in next VFX Patreon tutorial. I will show you how you can combine or match or composite Houdini hair with actual footage or actual person here. You see in this one, we're gonna take a look a lot of aspect here, and yeah. Okay, feather in Houdini 20 in Karma, of course. Believe me, it's challenging, it's new, and I try to simplify it as I can. Let me show you. Okay, I'm going to straight away to this method without doing that from scratch, because we are talking about feather in Karma, not how you can generate feather. But in meanwhile, we have this roof. I want to generate feather to that. Of course, we have this all feather tools here, and we have this awesome feather template. It will, like a flip configuration, it will give us the awesome preset of node to have decent feather. You see, the first one, it's curve. You can modify that to have awesome look to the feather. And yeah, now with that, we have this roof. We're gonna spawn or instantiate that on this roof. We're gonna use this feather feather template interpolate. Yeah, believe me, that's me. And yeah, and we have this awesome node. Let's have generate hair to it. I want to have a hair on this roof, because feather, it will take this hair strand to act as a guide. And yeah, we have this hair, and let's have a guide post process to it. And yeah, I need that. Let's connect this one, and let me change the direction, for example, or apply a phrase, I don't know, and let's connect that, and boom, we have this error. The first challenge begin. Let me show you why we have that error. Because we need to have this necessary attribute in here. You see, template name. Template name means the feather name. You see, we can tweak that in here. Let's enable this name attribute. It's $OS, but I want to change that to DZN, for example. So we have that attribute. We're gonna create this attribute to the guide of the feather. That will be this here. Let's create attribute create. Its template name, primitive, and it's a string. Let's call that DZN, and voila, we have feather on this roof. This is not the whole thing, believe me, let me show you. And of course, we can do another post-process hair in here, and you see I want to have a big and huge feather. And yep, this is the basic of hair in Houdini, far as I know. Honestly, I'm not a genius to that. And yep, this is our feather, and let's create a null to export that to the Solaris. Let me show you here, and let's connect that, and this is how we can create basic feather. Okay, now we generate our feather in sub-level, which is okay and fine. We took the simple way. Now we're gonna import that in Karma. It's not simple, believe me, it's have a catch. Let me show you. Let's go to this awesome loop network Solaris, and for example, let's act by nature. Let's create sub import, yeah, and let's select our feather null, aka our feather object. Okay, and let's go in here, feather, and as you can see we have our feather, but that's only the curve, and we have just hair strand. You see that? We don't have any feather. Okay, why is that? Let's see what is the problem. Let's go back and see. You see, I struggled with this too much. Honestly, I struggled with that too much, and I come up with this way. You see, we have this feather surface, and this node will convert our feather object to the mesh. You see, our feather object, it's not actual mesh geometry because it's have own optimization network or structure. So this feather surface will convert our feather to the mesh object, for example, for venom simulation or anything else. I'm not going to that, but in here I want to show we have our feather as an object. So I lay down this feather surface and I select this barb orient. You see, that was my problem. We need that barb orient attribute. So now if I have this feather, Houdini feather procedural, which is we need that, we have these two awesome option. This is a procedural one and this is the root, and for a procedural I want to create this primitive. This is a null primitive. I call that a proc, for example, as a component. It's not a big deal. This Houdini feather procedural will create our actual feather to this primitive, to this procedural primitive. You see, that's all for the optimization, and which is that's awesome. I will show you the speed and the quality, of course, by Karma. And you see we have this procedural, and I want to preview that procedural. We have, of course, preview procedural Karma, which is used for ocean and apparently for Houdini feather. You see, finally we successfully import our feather in Karma. Wow, honestly that was so challenging for me. I don't know why, because I'm new to this. So our feather is here now. This is our grass material, and I want to duplicate that, and we're gonna call that a feather material. And guess what? It will took hair shader for the feather too. It's honestly simple. And now let me assign the previous one to the grass, and I want to create new slot, and I want to drag this procedural or new primitive we created to this geometry. And now let me show you. I want to assign our feather material to it. You see, and that's our nasty feather. Okay, now we have feather in Karma and in the sub level, but now we're gonna tweak this feather and we're gonna apply randomization to it. You see, our feather orientation, it's not cool at all. You see that? And we're gonna fix that. Let's make it more dense in here, and you see our feather, it's not cool at all. It's not so natural. So for that we need to use this orientation along the curve, and I want to use this barb orient attribute to this one. Let me disable that and paste it in here, and let's apply some movement in here, or rotation. And you see, let me delete that, because if we have a barb orient in feather template interpretation, it will not going to work. So I remove that, and you see I'm applying this rotation to this feather. Of course it's good and it's better. You see that? And yeah, this is our how we can fix our feather orientation. And now we can go with this guide process and have this phrase, you see, and this is an awesome. It will take the hair guide as a route to this feather, and this is an awesome and genius approach, you see, without going to have a new system for this one. And of course in here in the feather we have something called feather clamp, and it will clamp this hair to this feather. Let me show you. Feather clamp, where are you? Sorry. Okay, clamp. Yeah, this is our clamp, and you see that we have this odd feather, and of course we can apply a range or ramp for this one. You see, it's awesome. It will make it better. And yeah, this is an awesome, and honestly I'm impressed by this system. It will handle a lot of this feather. And now we're gonna create feather noise. We have this awesome noise here. Let's increase that. You see we have something, and yeah, this craziness. Let's have a ramp or range for it. You see that it will randomize the feather look, and yeah, it's not bad. See that? You can tweak that. I'm new to these systems, honestly. Do not expect from me too much in this feather system, but I'm trying to have some randomization to this feather to have a good look to it. You see, we have some noises, and yeah, let's go in that and see it at all. See that? It's better, honestly. And let's see it in the action, in karma. You see we have something, but the roof, it's not good. I don't want that in here. I wanna hidden that by, let me show you. I will load just the house without the roof. You see, I separate that in the sub level, which is simple. And you see we have this awesome feathery roof to this house. I love it, honestly. And let's go to the feather material. You see we have the same thing we had in hair material, the diffuse and the melanin and the thickness. You can tweak that to have an awesome variation to the feather. But the geniuses, I saw the geniuses took the texture method. It will they apply the texture to this feather, but this is another whole story. I took this simple path to have a decent material to it. But yeah, this is the feather and the hair in karma, and yeah, I love it. This is the first step. And if you have any suggestion or question, leave me in the comment section, and do not forget to subscribe for more content and for more series of Karma in Houdini 20. So with that, peace out, goodbye.